something. Okay, perfect. Really excited to play this you again. So it's a prison, and why are some of the prison cells bigger than the others? Why is that? We got ourselves the showers, more cells. Okay, it's building a cell. It's not done yet. I think we're missing 3 doors and some toilets. Can't have a cell without a toilet. And we've got ourselves a prison bus, or jail bus, whatever you like to call it, with some new inmates in town. All the warden's office, the chief's office, the foreman's office, and the garbage. Of course, they placed it in front of the prison where all the prisoners come in. Here's this guy with the Bible. Got ourselves a priest? Maybe. Let's see. So now we got ourselves an incoming call from the CEO. This is a tough one. There's a prisoner incarnated at this facility who's been convicted of a double murder and sentenced to death. That's where we come in. We've been contacted to construct an execution chamber in time for the guy's big day. I don't really want to. How do we know he's charged? This is where I want the new facility to be built. The first step with any project like this is to construct the building itself with enough space inside to fit an execution room and to hold it in a cell. Let's get started. Constructing a building here. You'll also need an entrance to the new execution facility. Build a large jail door with this into the south wall. So, foundation. Want to build a foundation. I need some CEO. What do you guys need? Oh, is this where all the stuff comes in? Your workmen are responsible for the construction of buildings. They'll collect the steel and concrete from the storeroom and take it to the construction site. Luckily, it's close by. They'll use those raw materials to build a foundation and framework for your new building. This is the slowest part of the construction, so you should plan ahead when building new facilities. Wait, take a look around. Use those keys to move around and use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Oh, sorry, nuts. Yeah, let's take a look at some of the prisoners I got. I can do this and then just speed up the process. We got Miles, got Beck Slatter. This guy must be the guy. This must be the guy charged. Patson, Madison, Marcelo, Kate. What's this guy's name? Does he have a name? He doesn't have a name. The King. Why does he not have a name? So he's charged for. What is he charged for? Kidnapping. He pleaded guilty. That's the smart option when he actually committed a crime. And where did everyone go? I think that our facility is done. I just need to add a door. Shouldn't be that difficult. Boosh. So now I just wait. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's check in on some other prisoner. Jones. We got Jones here, charged for trafficking twice and fraud. 27 years. And you're 42? Man, you're going to be 60. And we're back to the CEO. Inside the building, I want a cell and an execution room. Picture the space by constructing some brick walls. That's okay. We got ourselves some brick walls. I can understand the use of this. This would be like a last resort, in my opinion. Can we get any? Can we get any info on the guards? No. We got Paul Blake here. He was 26 years. He's already served 16. Armed robbery. Sorry. Now at a large jail door that was dividing walls. Speaking right shape. Replacement by clicking the middle mouse button or pressing R. See, I don't have a mouse button. I don't have a mouse, so oops. Oops. No, 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 no. I think I just deleted it, hopefully. Boosh. Now we got ourselves a jail door. I like checking in with my prisoners, but I don't feel like it's taking enough time. Man, this prison is nice. Could use a few more capacitors, though, but it's looking nice. It's a nice prison. He's a little more in the yard. Oh, it's lunchtime. Can we get like a full schedule? Oh, so now it's eat time. Then comes lockup. That's looking good. We now need to design rooms within those spaces. Design a cell in this small area where our condemned inmate will live. Design the execution room itself in the larger area. Sure, that seems easy enough. We got to do one of those cells. And execution room. What do these things need? This needs... these new rooms have requirements before they become functional. The cell needs a bed and a toilet. Execution room requires the electric chair, of course. What other way would there be to kill a man? Maybe a non-electric chair. Maybe a pressing. Maybe one of those giant stretcher things that had in the olden days. I don't know about those. I don't know what those things are called. Maybe it's just called stretcher. I really appreciate everyone here being here today. So we appreciate everyone being here today. Anyway, back to the game. CEO. That's the essentials taken care of, but there's still a few improvements you could make. It's up to you, though. These aren't strictly required. It depends how much you care about your prisoner and their environment. It's the trail itself could be improved with outward-facing windows and a small bookshelf. Or could you improve the execution roof? The facility would look better with a high-quality floor material like wooden floorboards or mosaic tiles. And the path would also be nice. You could add some lighting and a paved pathway if you think it needs it. It's the man in question, Edward Romsey. Teacher once, would you believe? It's not our place to decide if he deserves this. The law has made that decision. We're just here to do a job. Once you are satisfied the facility is ready, you can begin the prisoner transfer to this new cell. Simply click on the Polaroid in the cell and issue the transfer. I mean, I could do that, but I could also improve their cell just a little bit. I think I'm just gonna add some like. I think I'm just gonna bookshelf. I think I'm just gonna add a bookshelf there and a window. And a path. I'll add a path. Just let's add some lights. Just to help them out. Just be warned. Just be warned. This game, iffy. I don't really suggest kids watching this, especially in this scene, but you'll see in a minute. So once those things are done, then I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it now. See how this goes. The chief. Don't shed one tear for this guy. He's a stone cold killer. Guilty as charged. He even confessed. Want to hear a description of what he did? It's juicy stuff. It was around 11 p.m. The lights were already on. I knew she was home. Oh, be warned. You might not want to show this to kids. Just a warning. This is the only time in the game it actually happens from what I remember, but just to be safe. So it looks like he came in onto these two. Oh God. See what I mean? I don't think they actually. Ah, I knew I'd catch you two here. Ah, just don't. What are you going to do? Again, don't show this to kids. This is 18 plus content. Just this first one is. The rest of it isn't. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, I can understand his motive, but not his method. I mean, his wife was cheating on him, but I still don't see a reason why you would kill the men, and the women. Clear as day, if you ask me. Deserves every volt he's gonna get. All men deserve forgiveness, even him. Are you so sure in yourself that you can deal without such final judgment? Cheating away with another man is no excuse for what he did. And he went there with a loaded gun, knowing he'd find them together. That's double premeditated murder. He's done nothing but cooperate with the authorities. This state is making an example of him. If he'd committed his crime 100 miles north, he'd be looking at life imprisonment instead. How is that justice? Do you want a guy like this running free? I'll sleep just fine at night when I know he's gone. Hopefully. Actually, I don't think I would. Back to the CEO. Good work so far. Hey, they got the math done. However, there is one problem. The execution room isn't functional yet. It's because it doesn't have any power. We need to connect it to the electrical supply. What happened? We're now viewing the prison in utilities mode, which shows us the electrical wiring layout for the entire prison. Each building in the prison is connected to the power grid. Thick underground electrical cables. And they all connect to this thing. Power is provided to the prison by this substation, which draws electricity from the power grid, nation grid. And why aren't these half cells have room light? You can see the entire wing of the prison is without power. All the lights are out. To fix this problem, we first need to switch into utilities mode to understand why the lights are without power. The nearest electrical cables are too far. Our engineers can complete the wiring for this area. Extend electrical cables near to cover this wing of the prison. Utilities mode. Electrical cables. We he gonna connect this straight up and move faster, guys. Let's do this. Move, move, move. I need you guys to move. Probably. Okay. This had power earlier, and is this priest still trying to do something about this situation? I don't think there's much that could be done. And that was fast. Lights aren't the only thing that need power. Your new electrical chair does too. Use the power cables to connect the execution facility to the power grid. Already done. The electrical chair itself is a special type of electrical item. It requires its own dedicated power line. You'll need to connect it directly to the main cables. Already done. So now what? Ah, here it is. We are almost done, I think. We should test the new execution room at least once before we try to use it, though. Just gonna turn it on for a few seconds, make sure everything is okay. Yeah, let's see how horribly this could go wrong. I doubt nothing's gonna go wrong, and there it is. Well, that didn't work. Didn't work. Looks like we drew too much power and tripped out a circuit breaker in the power station. The whole prison is dark. Great, just what we need. Hopefully the prisoners are in lockup. We're gonna need more juice to be able to handle the power spike that the electrical chair generates. What do we need? Those things on the side? First, we need to turn the power back on. This is a two-step process. First, the power station back on by clicking on it and selecting switch on in the menu that appears. Then build 3 more capacitors so we have enough power capacity to handle the electric chair. Once you've done that, test the electric chair by clicking on and by turning it on. So we need to turn it back on, so that way we have power. Now we just need to grab ourselves some capacitors. And I need you to get to work. Come on. I want to see what happens if I do it before it happens. Switch it on. Alright, CEO. Well done. I believe we are finished with this job. What happens now is out of our hands. We did a professional job, and that's important in our business. Try not to worry about what happens next. Hmm. Can I help you? No, not you, Windows. You. Are you looking for forgiveness? I don't know. I have. to do something. I can't live with the things I've done. So turn yourself in. Whatever you've done, you cannot evade the consequences. You will never be able to live with yourself until you face out to the past. I want to go back. I want to forgive her. I want her to forgive me. God will forgive you no matter what you have done, if you ask him to. But you must answer for your crimes in the eyes of the law. There is no other way. So he turned himself in? It is time, Edward. You have done the right thing, even though this world will not forgive you for it. You will be with God soon, and he will have the final judgment on you. True. But you got a bookcase with a Bible on it. What does CPAP? Why does it do this? How badly is this going to hurt him? I'm guessing a lot. Time to go in the electric chair. Imagine I had like a bunch of plants around the area to make it look more festive. Like a Christmas tree in the corner. Don't set a really dangerous mood. I feel like clown posters everywhere to really scare them. Just to see if it changes the properties of the electric chair. Turn it on, dude. What's with the mask? Do it. Edward Rumsey, you've been found guilty of 2 counts of murder in the first degree. Penalty is death. Do you have anything to say? Susan, I'm sorry. Do it. Do it. Flip the switch. And he's dead. Are we dead? Wait a minute, who are we in this scenario? Just the architect? Or is this like right hand man or something? He's dead, isn't he? Well, that's one prisoner down. Why is my screen black? Chapter 2, Polymer. I'm so sorry, guys, but we're not gonna have enough time for this. I will see you all in the next episode. Oh, jeez. The next episode. Yeah, we'll take care of this in the next episode. Just be sure to hit that subscribe, like button, and notification bell. It really helps out the channel. I see you all. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.